Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World channel. As I was drinking my coffee, I decided to make an inspection inside the breeding cage of our finches, Java finches actually. And I am so happy that I was able to watch 3 very healthy chicks of this finch. And I am so fascinated about these birds because though they are small, but they have this powerful voice and they can produce many sounds. And this Java finch is one of the smallest birds that I ever known, and they can produce a lot of babies. Only if you can provide them with good environment and good facility. And another thing that I have discovered is that the plastic nesting boxes that we are trying to experiment, well, in my previous blog I said that I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't even know if the African lovebirds would really love or would really like to make these plastic bottles as their nest boxes. But then, because of the eggs that we have seen right here, we can conclude that the plastic materials is actually good for the nesting of or the nest box of our African lovebirds. And as you can see, these 4 eggs actually is the testament of our success in terms of experimenting whether or not these plastic materials or these plastic bottles of the zone rocks would really be liked by the birds, and it's doing good. So this is one of the conclusions that I have in mind right now. If lovebirds can just be understood, I mean their nature could just be understood, then we will no longer spend a lot of money in order to breed them or to make them plenty. What I mean is that we have to understand the characteristics and even the behaviors of these birds. So what they needed is only a place to lay their eggs, regardless of what material it is. Maybe it's a plastic, it's a wooden materials, it's a clay pot, it's a bamboo, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the durability, of course, the kind of material that will endure, because they have powerful beaks that can munch and even destroy in few weeks time your nest box. And the wooden box had been already proven that it's good, but it can easily be munched by them. They really like to munch this. And then the second thing is that the bamboos are actually very small for the African lovebirds, but if you can look for a big bamboo, then that will do. But still, despite still, they can munch it. And then the clay pots. Well, these clay pots are actually, yes, it's very good for the African lovebirds, but then they can easily destroy it. I already have tried this one. Clay pots will not last long because they have, the appetite really to destroy it. They don't have this intention to destroy, but the activity of these birds is like munching every now and then. Moment by moment, they love to, sharpen their beaks, I don't know. But, yes, but whatever surface that will catch their interest, they will munch it. So, the conclusion is that we will find another material that they will not have interest of chewing it. And this is it, the plastic materials. I observed this because the container of our bird seeds had been there already for the past 3 years, but they did not have that appetite to destroy it. So my conclusion is that plastic materials are good as nesting boxes, and you will see the evidence. We have 3 eggs, we have another nest that's been growing. All these boxes are filled with grasses now. And that would mean that they are about to lay their eggs. And that would mean that they really like the place and even the nest box. So then, if we're gonna have a throwback of what we have done in this particular project, we went to a place. This place is called the junkyard. And we scavenged actually materials for this purpose. And you will see that I really am in doubt about the effectiveness of the things that, the result of the things that we're gonna undertake. And now, we can say to our followers and viewers, 100% that nesting materials out of these empty plastic bottles of anything could be the best for the African lovebirds. And this is the evidence that we are trying to tell you now. So forget about buying some expensive materials like this ready-made wooden nest boxes, and then some others would prefer the aluminum. Well, that's good if you really have the budget. But if you are breeding these types of birds in a massive scale, you will need thousands of money in order to buy those things. These are costly. But if you are able enough to think about how to minimize the expenses for your materials, of course, then you can use this as one of the options. So you look at this. Our staff is cleaning. Edmond has been there cleaning for the past 2 weeks. This has been his assignment, and we actually instructed him to be careful when he got inside this cage, especially during breeding season, because these birds doesn't like to be disturbed, especially if they are laying eggs. So the kind of activity that we're gonna do inside the boxes or the cage should be something like refined. You cannot afford to become rough inside. You cannot scare them. You cannot just act naturally without minding the welfare, of course, of these birds, because they will be scared. And once they're scared, they will drop the eggs, and it will now hamper the production of these birds. Early this morning, I was trying to take all the weeds that will disturb the garden. And taking out the weeds is one of the principles that I cherish. The weeds that I'm talking about is actually the discouragement in life. There are factors that would hinder you from becoming a successful individual. And these factors will prevent you from thinking positively and making steps toward your goal. And this is really very true to each and every one of us. So my principle is that when you feel discouraged, then take out of those, meaning that you have the delete button in order for you to nurture the positive vibes, to nurture the positive attitude, and you will start making simple steps towards your goal. Well, a miles of journey, as we say, begins with a single step. then if you will take out all this discouragement, the weeds that I'm talking about, you will really become happy. And along the way, of course, you will meet some obstacles. And this is what happened to this farm. You know my story. You know my downs and the ups and downs, of course. But the down moments are so discouraging that I felt really on the verge of, quitting. Even doing the vlog, I already have experienced this discouragement. But then since I have this delete button, I remedied the situation, of course. And asking instead that God will direct our path and guide us in all the things that we do in every step of the way. So this is an encouragement to everyone that if you have goals in life, protect that vision, protect that goal, so that maybe that would be the thing that God wanted you to do. And maybe that would be the path of your destiny. But you are easily discouraged. Actually, problems and trials are opportunities for you to learn and for you to become resilient and for you to be able to think of many ways on how to solve the problem. So thank you guys for watching. I hope that you will continue to like and share videos. And if you are not subscribed to this channel, may I humbly ask you to please subscribe and hit that notification bell because we're uploading videos regularly. And shout out to the members of this channel. And I would like to see you in the next vlog only here at Dexter's World.